Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of February. Thank you, Adventist Book Centre, for the calendar. 2024. It's a no school day because of snow, which I'm a bit surprised about because it's not that bad outside, but you know, I don't make the choices. Anyway, so I'm going to be looking at these Resident Evil lookalike figures. You may have seen a few pictures of these up and about on Facebook. I've got them here from China. I'm actually in contact with the guy who makes them too, and so I might be doing a little interview with him in the future. Maybe, if you know, we will see. Fantastic looking. So we see we've got, looks like Leon, Hunk, and which one's this one? Is this Claire or Jill? I can't remember their names. We'll have a look. Look really cool. So they appear to be, because it says on it, keep childlike innocence. It says where? Limited edition. I'm sure I saw something else on them. It's not that one. I'm thinking might be a lot of some printed resin on these, but we will see. Should be 1/18 scale. You see that despite it showing only like an upper body, you can see like the head there, and you can see feet there. So it should be complete figures. So I'm looking forward to this. Okay, I'm going to box them, set them up. I'll unbox them first, and I'll look at the parts, and I'll put them together after if they need assembly, and we'll have a look. So I'll be back in instance. Stay tuned. Okay, here they are as with accessories as they come in their boxes. I have to say, first impression, they look amazing. Look forward to putting these together and seeing what they're actually like in a second. But before that, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of the screen. Now, get to see all the reviews before they're published on YouTube. We have competitions. We had one in December, one in January recently. We also have exclusive content from time to time as well. Okay, so let's have a look at these. So first one, we look at accessories first. So head, not accessory, but it comes loose. That is nice. I like that. Very nicely done in the eyes. Very cool. Now these are limited editions, as in they're limited production runs, so they're quite hard to get. Gun number one. Very cool. Get a pistol. Nicely sized. Now she's got the least accessories out of all of them. Is at least the same as Hunk, and she gets a gripping left hand there, and she gets another pistol here. So it's two pistols. Did I show the other one? I can't remember. So you get the black pistol and a silver pistol. Ooh, it says dropping. Silver pistol, two pistols. Next one, it's like Leon. Again, nicely done on the face and head. Very cool. Comes with a shotgun. Hunk comes with a shotgun too, but this one is different. And the paintwork is just lovely on these. It's minimum, but it does the trick. Really nicely done. Silver pistol is different to the previous one. It's bigger. Gets a very nice knife. I like that. Very nice chrome on the blade. And sort of a combat green handle. That is really cool. Comes with a vest. And the vest has got a magnet for this little pouch section here, which is fit on and stick very nicely. And he also comes with blue tack, which is not a good sign because this normally means that the head won't fit nicely. But we'll look at that in a little while. And then Hunk, it's got that very, very Resident Evil Hunk look of the red eyes. Bit too glowing red, or bit too gloss red, I should say. That does look good. Love the helmet. His shotgun is slightly different. It's longer. Again, the paintwork makes it look really quite nice. He comes with same pistol as Leon, the silver one. And I think it's the same machine gun as the same machine gun we saw with the first one. Very cool. Okay, so what's it like with putting these heads on the one? So let's do them one at a time. Okay, hers is a nice pop in. Looks really cool. Works well. Now this is the one that had the blue tack, and I can see why. There's just no pop in on that at all. Okay, now the thing with this is, if you don't want to use blue tack, what you can do, and I've got a video on this, so I'll put a video on the top right of your screen now, is you can use thin layers of PVA glue, white glue on the inside of the neck, and that dries with a rubber consistency, rubbery consistency, and it'll grip and it'll hold it in place nicely. So you do watch that video to see what I mean. And that also, that glue can be removed easily without leaving any residue as well if you want to change later. But looks great. So, but unfortunately, it's not going to be very secure on this. It's going to pop off easily. Hence why they put the blue tack. And then Hunk. Now he doesn't pop on, and he's a bit stiffer than Leon, but he's still not on nicely. So that again, I'll be tempted to use the PVA glue method I spoke about previously. Okay, so close look since he's in hand first of all. Do we need any light on that? Let's have a look. Is that light okay? Or maybe do I need this light instead? This light's a bit more natural perhaps. No. Let's use that one. Very cool looking. Very nice. And he's got the holster for the pistol. But the other stuff is not. Well, that's quite a nice loose aerial on the ready, so that shouldn't break off that easily. Let's go to the next one. He does look cool as well, has to be said. The colours look fantastic. The only thing really for me is that the black joints don't match, and there's his head popping off there. And you see he's got the holster, also got a little sheath for his knife as well, which is fantastic. And then last one's got the best head fit. It's a good sculpt. I'm not sure this is existing body they've changed. The vest is, well, the straps move on the vest, on the blue vest, but it appears to be one piece. I'm telling a lie. You could take the vest off if you wanted a topless Jill or Claire. Again, got the holster of the pistol, a bit too shiny on that plastic perhaps, but she looks really, really good. She's got the police badge just there. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to set them up with some guns. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Okay, set up with guns. There is a couple of maybe 1 or 2 points of concern, but nothing major. So let's get a quick look again, holding gun. So you see that she holds this machine gun really, really well. Very easy to pulse holding guns. She's got pistol in holster. I think you didn't see that other holster earlier, but she's got a pistol in that other holster there. Very cool. Now Leon has got 1 point of concern. He holds this really, is it Leon or Chris? I think it's Leon. He holds this really well, this shotgun, but his holster has a solid bottom, which means his big pistol here, if I push it in, goes there and it stops. It won't go in any further. So I might ask about that, or maybe I'll swap it over with Jill stroke Claire, because her holster has a gap, and I think this one might fit in here. The small pistol will fit in here better. So it might be worth swapping those two round, so at least he can have his pistol in a holster. Let's see if this will fit in this one. Yeah, you see? It makes more sense to swap that round. So I might do that sometimes, since these can be taken off. So that's, you know, that's a tiny thing there. The only other thing I'll say, which is a possible point of concern, we'll see that in a moment, is some of the joints feel a little bit loose. Now, I haven't put his vest on, but that's not a difficult thing to do. You can see it's just a clip. You can see a little clip there. I think it's the clip there to do. Let's have a look. I'm telling you a lie. Yes, I'm right. The clip is just there. You see the seam lines. But I won't do that for this video. And then Hunk holds pistol well. Didn't think he would, but you can. And you can hold the shotgun like this in the other hand, or you could hold it, the machine gun, if you wanted to as well. Very, very cool. Okay, so now we're going to look at articulation and see what is going on there. Let's get this gun out of hands. We'll do all of them, so they're all slightly different, very similar though. So I think some of the joints are going to be loose, but we will see. I'll keep the other stuff on her. Okay, so this is the best head because it fits nicely. Left, right is fine. There is a small side to side. There is small forwards, backwards. Shoulders all the way to the side, higher than flat, which is nice. Bicep is a single bicep, but look at that, well over 90. And the hands are like a Joy Toy joint, so you need to line up the joint first, and then you can articulate which way, and they'll turn as well. Trunk and waist goes from the waist, so can turn forwards, backwards, side to side. Hips, oh yeah, look at that, taekwondo for Raccoon City team. Very cool. Forwards is nice. Backwards about yay far, then it starts turning out to the sides. That is really damn good in the hips. You get the impression that the hips might pop out of joint a bit easily, so just be careful on that. There is a thigh twist. Hip moves and there's a thigh twist, which is independent too. Double kneecap, nice and tight. There doesn't appear to be a boot turn, which is a shame, but there's a tippy toe, not much of a dorsiflexation, and the feet do get a small outwards and inwards. Very nice articulation. Just a boot turn I think will make that absolutely fantastic, but very, very cool. Okay, let's take his shotgun out. So his head is going to pop off if I move it around, unless I use that sort of PVA glue trick I told you about. But you know, he would get a left and right, he'd get a small up and down, and he'd get a small side, well, quite a good side to side actually. You see the knife matches when it goes in. I want to look at this knife against it. It's the best knife I've seen on 118. Look at that, with that shiny chrome sort of paint blade. That just looks amazing. Okay, so shoulders all the way around. It can go quite far to the side, over flat we can see on both sides. Bicep. He is getting, not as good as her, he's getting under 90, which is a shame. 90 would have been nice. Same hand system, you've got to find where the joint is and you can align it. Trunk, again from the waist, forwards, backwards, side to side and turn. Hips, almost as good. Not quite as good, hers is slightly more, but fantastic, has to be said. Hips are tight on hers. Forwards, not as great. Backwards is fantastic, so that's cool. Again, as a thigh turn, you can see a bit loose on the thigh turn perhaps. Double kneecap, but really nice and tight, which is good. Feet, again, there's no boot turn. There's the swivel side to side. There is a tippy toe. There is not really dorsiflexation, but it looks like there's a toe, oops, head's dropped off. Toe articulation, you see. And I'll check her as well. So there is toe articulation, but it is really quite stiff to get it to work. Let me just go back to her and check her. She must, I think she's got toe articulation too. I just missed that the first time around. So the thigh turn feels a bit loose on him. And does she have, no, she doesn't have toe articulation, but he does. Okay. And then we go to Hunk, who I used to love playing the Hunk mission in Resident Evil. Was it 2 or 3? I don't forget which number, but I never completed it. I got close so many times. Or did I complete it? I can't remember actually. Don't think I did. So, left, right. His head will come off though. Not really up, down. Sort of side, side. All the way around. Shoulders well over flat. It looks like it's coming out of joint, but it's not. Bicep, he's getting about 90, so that's pretty cool. Same on hands, line up the joint, then you can move it. Trunk, again, it's from the waist, it appears. Actually, he appears he might have upper body. You know, I might be telling you a lie in the other two. I'm not keen on taking these things off because they're so hard to get on nicely again, lots of the time. Maybe Leon's a bit easier. We'll come back to that in a second. Hips would be the same as Leon's, but this sculpting gets in the way. Forwards, again, it's not great. Backwards is pretty cool. There's the thigh twist on both. Double kneecap, really tight, has to be said. Again, missed opportunity, could have had the boot turn there. Legs in and out. Okay, tippy toe, but not much of a dorsiflexation. Right, let me have a quick check on Leon's vest, how easy it is to remove that. Or at least try and look underneath it. See, there is a separate trunk to waist articulation. Head goes again. How was that one even connected? Was it from the straps on top, I wonder? Right, give me a second, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so there is separate trunk, but the vests are limiting it. So he's got trunk and she has and he has. I need to put his vest back on properly. So that is nice to have that other articulation. Let's do a little comparison now. The obvious comparison I'm going to do is with the Boris Ping toys, because he's done some not Resident Evil figures as well. So if I get this one here, get it to stand up nicely first. Let's have a look. And in terms of a size, they appear to be scaling well, very well in fact. I'd say the Boris Ping one is probably a touch taller. For the ladies, Leon looks bigger, and then Hunk with his helmet looks slightly bigger again. Was that better without this light? Let's have a look. I think with. So in terms of a size, so I use my new tape measure, which has inches as well as centimeters. You are welcome to all my American fans. See that Hunk is just around 4.5, so over about 10.5 cm. Leon is around the same, and this one, it's Claire or Jill, I can't remember, is around the same again. Very, very nice releases. These are fantastic. If you're into the video game Resident Evil, they're really good. And even if you're not into Resident Evil, they're just fantastic figures for general police or adventurers or whatever to add to your collection. Very, very nice indeed. Let's remove the Boris Ping one and let's move these over to the sides. Again, do check out the video about making it easy for heads to go to necks and whatnot. So you don't have to worry about Leon's head falling off and don't have to use blue tack if you don't want to. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.